How she take no side here? Go tell him. Hey, don't spoil you now. Hi.
1 naira is equals to $1. Yes, you heard right. This is the tragic comedy of the naira. I'm sure you may have heard all of this in old school songs, how strong the naira was back in the 80s, back in the early 70s and the early 60s. My son, during my time, Nigeria 1 naira was equivalent to $1. Mother's dowry was only 20 kobo. But the reality is what is currently facing us at the moment. Okay, so guys, we're going to be digging deep on this so we can be able to educate ourselves and understand the delusions and the trend and why we are actually where we are at the moment. So once upon a time in Nigeria, like a fairy tale, my son, when I was your age, 1 naira could buy a bag of rice and still leave a change for suya. Absolutely no lie, completely no lie. Today, if you carry that same 1 naira to the market, the only thing you will buy is insult from the seller. The naira has fallen so much, even mosquitoes no longer bite in naira, I swear. They now bite directly in dollars. I think during my time, I did spend 10 naira, I spent 50 kobo, yes, I spent 20 kobo, I spent 1 naira when I was actually growing up. But I don't know about the Gen Zs now. I'm sure many of them don't even know what 50 kobo looks like or what 10 naira note actually looks like. So it tells you that times have changed, a lot of things have evolved. So this is a trend. This is where we are at the moment. Quick one, what is the cheapest thing you remember buying with 10 naira or 20 naira when growing up? So our fathers enjoyed lives. Yes, so they did. In the 70s, in the 80s, and the 90s, yes, 1 naira could pay your school fees, buy you lunch, and even pay your transport. That is no lie, completely true. University students collected bursaries and the allowances was enough to rent a house, buy food, even toast the babe with style, with the fizzy and all of that. So you had change that was left. Some elders will still tell you those days 500 naira could buy a motorbike. Absolutely true. Now in 2025, 500 naira can only buy gala and pure water. It depends on the area you buy those items, but that is the best that 500 naira can actually be able to do. And even the pure water sachets, back in the days, there's what they used to call ice water, and in Lagos, they put the water in nylons and then they use an ice log, and we used to buy those things those days. We used to buy them for 1 naira, and then after some time, there was, of course, technology, new trends came in, and then I don't know, somehow ice water disappeared, and then we started buying what you call as pure water, what you call sachet water. We were buying it for as much as 5 naira, then from 5 naira to 10 naira, and then gradually it is what it is now. Okay, so guys, let me take you back to the genesis, to the history of how all of this calamity befell Nigeria. See, the wahala started, right? Corruption, oil boom, SAP, IMF, and our politicians doing chop life before life chop you, that kind of mindset. The naira started gymming instead of building muscles. It completely lost weight. Gen Zs today don't even know that once upon a time, a naira was actually equal to $1. Now, you can do the math and tell me what the equivalent of a naira to $1, what it is currently. We are suffering and then we are smiling. In fact, the only thing that is still equal to the naira is hunger. Hunger doesn't know the rich, hunger doesn't know the poor. It affects everybody. Okay, so guys, in the comment section, which year do you remember that naira still had respect? Drop your comments in the section below. All right, okay. Bread was like 50 naira in 2005. Yes, you could afford get a bread for 50 naira and then you'll be filled. But now that bread is around like 1,500 or 2K or so thereabout. Data bundles, they finish faster than fuel generator now, I swear. If you do a recharge of your data, before you know it, boom, it's gone. Dollar exchange rate moves faster than Arsenal fans. Imagine you tell your grandpa you're earning 200k a month. He will shout, wow, you're rich. In reality, that 200k can't even fuel your car, buy food, and still pay neighbor bills in Lagos. You will end up borrowing your salary. If you had 1 million naira today, what is the first thing you will do with it? Save it, invest it, or just buy 3 bags of rice before it becomes 1.5 million. Soon, the way things are going, bread price might be calculated in bags of rice and cartons of noodles instead. But on a serious note, the naira didn't just fall by mistake. Bad policies, dependence on oil, corruption, and no real industry turned it from lion to a lizard. So Gen Zs can't live on a fairy tales. If you want to escape poverty now, we must hustle differently. Learn some tech skills, okay? And then, of course, you can also explore remote job possibilities Save in stable currencies, invest in skills, not just cash. At the end of the day, Naira is like that old friend we still love. Yes, it's our currency, it's our money. We don't get choice, but we can't trust with our secrets. Our parents had their golden days. As for Naira, may God give you strength. If you're in Nigeria, you can say an amen to it. So my people, what is the funniest or the saddest thing you've seen Naira do in your lifetime? Share your story. Of course, times have changed. Older generation will have better testimonies, but Gen Zs that are actually coming up and then facing the realities. Okay, so guys, thanks for having me on this. If you want us to try deeper and possibly get some economic analysis on this subject matter, I'm available. So if you want us to do a recap or possibly do a series on this, please let me know in the comment section. And I'm still your humble PRO to the CEE, and then I will see you at the flip side.